Hi viewers, good morning. This is Anjay. Welcome to English speaking class. Guys, girls, students. Today we are going to view the use of prepositions. Prepositions play an important role to show the relation of nouns and pronouns with other nouns and pronouns. My students, guys, श्रोताओ, viewers, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम preposition जिन्हें उर्दू में हरूफ जार कहते हैं के बारे में बात करते हैं और इनसे बनने वाले जुमलों को बखौर देखते हैं और बोलने की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। prepositions जो हैं ये इनका बहुत अहम रोल है। ये जुमलों में जो nouns और pronouns होते हैं उनके ताल्लुक को दूसरे nouns और pronouns से ज़ाहिर करते हैं, जोड़ते हैं। Let's read out these examples and phrases which indicate the use of prepositions and their role in showing relation of nouns and pronouns with other nouns and pronouns. Here we start here. You see up here on this whiteboard, over is a preposition. Over is a preposition और उर्दू में इसके माने ऊपर के लिए जाते हैं। A plane was flying over the hills. A plane was flying over the hills. A plane was flying over the hills. एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से उड़ रहा था। एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से प्रवास कर रहा था। A plane was flying over the hills. एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से प्रवास कर रहा था। A plane was flying over the hills. एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से प्रवास कर रहा था। So this is the phrase, and in this phrase you see, my students, over is a preposition here, and you see that a plane is a subject in this phrase. In this sentence you see a plane is a subject and a noun, and was flying are the verbs, and over is a preposition, and after over we see the hills. The hills is an object in this phrase, and hills is a pronoun, is a noun, plural noun. Hills is a plural noun, plural noun. So the relation between plain and hills is shown by over. The relation between plain, which is a noun, and hills, that's also a plural noun, is shown by over. In this phrase we see that the relation between a plain and the hills is shown by over. So over plays an important role to showing the relation of plain and the hills. So the phrase is, a plane was flying over the hills. A plane was flying over the hills. एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से प्रवास कर रहा था। My students, you see that a plane was flying over the hills. एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से प्रवास कर रहा था। A plane was flying over the hills. In this sentence you see that a plane is a subject and a singular noun, and was flying are verbs, and over is a preposition, and after over we see the hills, the plural noun and object in this sentence. So the over is showing the relation between a plain and the hills. So over plays an important role to show a relation between nouns and pronouns. This phrase is, a plane was flying over the hills. एक जहाज पहाड़ियों के ऊपर से प्रवास कर रहा था। Let's read out the next sentence. आइए अगला जुमला पढ़ते हैं। Next preposition you see here, under. Under होता है नीचे, नीचे, under होता है नीचे। उर्दू में अंडर के माने नीचे के लिए जाते हैं। Let's see this phrase sentence. The cat is under the table. The cat is under the table. बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है। The cat is under the table. बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है। The cat is under the table. बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है। The cat is under the table. बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है। In this phrase you see the cat is a subject, singular noun, is a verb, and under is a preposition, and the table is another noun which is a subject here, object here, The table is an object and another noun. And the relation between cat and the table is shown by under. In this sentence, the relation between cat and the table is shown by under. So under is the preposition. Here see my students, the cat is under the table. The cat is under the table. बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है. The cat is under the table. बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है. In this phrase you see that the relation between cat and the table is shown by under. So under is a preposition that's playing its role to showing the relation between cat and under. Let's read out the next phrase. आइए अगले जुमले को पढ़ते हैं. Next sentence is they passed through the forest. They passed through the forest. वो जंगल में से गुजरे. उनका गुजर जंगल में से हुआ. Here see the through. Through is a preposition. Through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Through. Through is a preposition. Through के माने होते हैं में से. में से. Through. Through. में से. They passed through the forest. They passed through the forest. They passed through the forest. वो एक जंगल में से गुजरे. उनका गुजर एक जंगल में से हुआ. In this sentence you see that they is a subject and a pronoun. Past is a verb and through is a preposition here. And after through you see the object is the forest. The forest and the forest is also a noun. So the relation between this pronoun they and the forest, between this pronoun and the forest noun is shown by through. By through, which is a preposition. So relation in this sentence is shown by through, and this relation is shown between they and the forest. They is a pronoun and the forest is a noun, and the relation is shown by the preposition through. So they passed through the forest. They passed through the forest. वो जंगल में से गुजरे. उनका जंगल में से गुजर हुआ. They passed through the forest is a very beautiful phrase. My students, you see that in this phrase, they is a pronoun and it's a plural pronoun and it's a subject also here. They passed. Past is the verb form and it's a past tense, past indefinite tense. They passed and then we have preposition through. They passed through the forest. Forest is another noun and object here. So the relation between they and the forest is shown by through. Through is a preposition and through means may say. From you got in the jungle, you got in the forest from one side and you went out from the other side. So this is the function of through. You got in the jungle, they got in the jungle, they got in the forest from one side and they went out from the other side of the forest. So this is the work of through, which is that clears the meaning of through. To enter some place from one side and to go out from the other side, and in this process the preposition is used through. Through means may say आर पार. एक तरफ से दाखिल होके दूसरी तरफ से किसी भी प्लेस के एक तरफ से दाखिल होना और दूसरी तरफ से बाहर निकल जाना. और इस दौरान जो प्रोसेस है इसके लिए preposition through का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. They passed through the forest. वो जंगल में से गुजरे. Let's set another example. आइए एक और मिसाल सेट करते हैं. The train passed through the tunnel. The train passed through the tunnel. The train passed through the tunnel. रेलगाड़ी सुरंग में से गुजर गई. The train passed, रेलगाड़ी गुजर गई through the tunnel. सुरंग में से. The train passed through the tunnel. The train passed through the tunnel. रेलगाड़ी सुरंग में से गुजर गई. So in this phrase you see that the train got into the tunnel from one side and went out from the other side, and in this process, in this function, the preposition through is used. The train passed through the tunnel. The train passed through the tunnel. गाड़ी सुरंग में से गुजर गई। लेट्स रीड आउट द नेक्स्ट फ्रेज। आइए अगला फ्रेज पढ़ते हैं। नेक्स्ट फ्रेज देखिए, इनटू। इनटू, इनटू के मानी, ये preposition है, इनटू के मानी में के होते हैं। रेक्स जंप्ड इनटू द पॉन्ड। रेक्स जंप्ड इनटू द पॉन्ड। रेक्स ने तालाब में छलांग लगा दी। Rex jumped into the pond. Rex is a noun. Rex is the name of a dog. Rex is the name of a dog and it's a noun here. And jumped is a verb and it's a past tense. Into is a preposition and you see here after into we have the pond. Pond is the noun and object here. Rex jumped into the pond. Rex ने तालाब में छलांग लगा दी। Rex jumped into the pond. Rex jumped into the pond. Rex ने तालाब में छलांग लगा दी। You see the relation between Rex and the pond is shown by into. The relation between Rex and the pond is shown by preposition into. So into is a preposition. So it's a very important preposition when somebody walks into some place. When somebody walks into some place or some river or some other site, so preposition is into is used. And here you see that Rex jumped into the pond. Rex jumped into the pond. Rex ने तालाब में छलांग लगा दी। Mr. Peter got in his office. Mr. Peter got into his office. Mr. Peter got into his office. Mr. Peter entered into his office. Mr. Peter got into his office. Mr. Peter अपने ऑफिस में दाखिल हुए। Mr. Peter got into his office. Mr. Peter अपने दफ्तर में दाखिल हुए। When somebody enters some other place by moving, then preposition into is used. When somebody enters another place by motion, by moving, then preposition into is used. So this is a beautiful phrase. The Rex jumped into the pond. Rex jumped into the pond. Rex ने pond में छलांग लगा दी. And the relation between Rex and the pond is shown by into. Into is a preposition. Let's read out the next phrase. आइए अगले जुमले को पढ़ते हैं. You see that next preposition is with. With के मानी लिए जाते हैं उर्दू में साथ के। With के माने साथ के लिए जाते हैं। And the sentence is here. The phrase is Tim is strolling with the dog. 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 Tim एक dog के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है। Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim एक dog के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है। Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim एक dog के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है। Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim एक dog के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है। Do you see my students? Tim is a noun and a subject here. Is a helping verb and strolling is a principal verb. And after strolling you see the with is a preposition and a dog is a noun and object here. So Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim एक dog के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है। You see my students, the relation between Tim and the dog is shown by with. The relation between Tim and the dog is shown by the preposition with. You see my students, this is also a beautiful phrase. Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim एक dog के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है। The relation between Tim and the dog is shown with, which is a preposition. Let's read out the next phrase. आइए अगले जुमले को पढ़ते हैं. And next preposition you see here, by. By के माने उर्दू में से के लिए जाते हैं. By के माने से के लिए जाते हैं, जरिए के लिए जाते हैं. Let's read out the sentence. You see here, Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy ने हवाई जहाज से सफर किया. Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy is a subject and a noun, and travel is a verb, past tense, past indefinite tense. Billy traveled. Billy ने सफर किया. By is a preposition by plane. हवाई जहाज से. बिल्ली ने हवाई जहाज से सफर किया. In this phrase you can see that the relation between Billy and the plane is shown by. The relation between Billy and the plane is shown by the preposition by. Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy ने हवाई जहाज से सफर किया. Okay, my students, this is a beautiful phrase. Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy ने हवाई जहाज से सफर किया. In this phrase, in this sentence, एक जुमले में आपने देखा कि बिली और प्लेन का जो ताल्लुक है उसको preposition by से जाहिर किया गया है. by जो है ये preposition है और बिली और प्लेन के ताल्लुक को preposition by से जाहिर किया गया है. Okay, my students, let's read out these phrases again. आइए इन जुमलों को एक बार फिर से पढ़ते हैं. These prepositions are very important and these are commonly used in speaking as well as in academic studies. Let's read these prepositions out and these phrases again. First is over. Over. A plane was flying over the hills. 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 And next is under. Under. The cat is under the table. 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 बिल्ली मेज के नीचे है. And next is through. 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 में से. They passed through the forest. 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 उनका गुजर जंगल में से हुआ. They passed through the forest. And next is into. Into. Into के मानी है में. Rats jumped into the pond. Rats jumped into the pond. Rats jumped into the pond. Rats ने तालाब में छलांग लगा दी. Rats jumped into the pond. Rats jumped into the pond. Rats ने तालाब में छलांग लगा दी. And next is with. Tim is strolling with the dog. 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 Tim एक डॉग के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है. Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim is strolling with the dog. Tim एक डॉग के साथ चहलकदमी कर रहा है. And last one is by. Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy traveled by plane. Billy ने हवाई जहाज से सफर किया. You are my students and viewers. Keep on watching my videos and subscribe to my channel. Please leave your comments. I wish you all the best. I'll see you again. Goodbye.